Hello, this is our first bat rep. I'm Winglish. There you go. You happy?
I'm happy now.
W English representing PanO.
I'm Joker 7099 representing the Nomads.
And after I get done kicking the crap out of him every turn, we're going to give you all the battle report as it goes along. Handshake now or when you're dead. There we go. All right, let's go.
Let the carnage begin.
Let me go ahead and get the picture here with the...
Okay, end of turn one. My hunter forward observer got up and was able to open the doors, place the crazy koalas in a lovely spot right there for that corridor. But then he took a shot and he is unconscious. I also moved my Grenzer over, forward observer, towards the console. But he took a shot and he's unconscious, but there is a paramedic headed his way. The Sin Eater observant and the Reverend Healer started to move towards the console, at which point in time they invoked the wrath of the Nissa. And as you can see by the thumb and the red dot, Nissa not so much. So we have things in position. We also were able to pop our Tomcat that's being proxied with his Zoncat. That is not a fast panda, I swear it's not. Was able to come up to a structure on his side of the board, pop off his decharge, so we're up 1 point already. How you feeling about that turn?
You had some kind of vendetta against that building, but the AROs were overall doing their work. About to get vengeance, though.
Well,
so let's get to this next turn.
Let's see it. Okay, into PanO, turn one.
All right, this was a pretty effective turn for me. I'm going to have to ask my partner Joker here, or my opponent Joker here, to help me remember all of it, because it was a very active turn as well. First thing we did was we needed to get him up. We needed to find a way to help him. So we used a coordinated order over here, and we got this bolt to move up. We got this bolt, who's a paramedic, to move back, because we want to get up and get that Nis up for sure. We wanted the Father Knight to get a little bit closer over here. As you can see, later in the turn he got over here, but to get up over here, and we desperately needed to get that Sin Eater down. We had to find a way to free up the field from the tyranny of that Sin Eater. So we got a little bit lucky because my HMG Fusilier kind of had a toss-up, and we just unloaded on that Sin Eater. And
to give the specifics, there were 8 shots made. There was 1 shot landed by each side. Not pretty.
And the Sin Eater landed a 1, and I landed an almighty 2. So that Sin Eater bit the dust right there. He's not totally dead, but he's on the ground. He's hurting. From there, my Bolt was able to come up behind the Nis and deftly dodge a shot from... actually, no, she took a shot. She got hit. She just survived it. She took a shot from the Reverend Healer, and she went to the ground, crawled to the Nis, and picked him up. And he got up, and he returned the favor to the Reverend Healer and took her down. Now from there, we had the Bolt sneak around the side here and take a take a boarding shotgun to a Spectre's face. The Spectre, as a last-minute spite revenge move, tossed out a mine, which blew up in my face. But unfortunately, I took it to the face and survived. He did not. All right. From there, we moved my engineer into position. Not engineer. My hacker into position and took control of the panel. We moved my Fusilier hacker into position and took the panel. And we burned a whole butt ton of orders to have my Pathfinder skedaddle all the way over there. And he took that panel. We wanted to get him in a more advantageous position with his heavy shotguns. So he's threatening that side of the field, trying to hold them where they're at. And over here, the Father Knight moved on up into here to just have a threatening presence. And hopefully next turn he'll be taking the control room since the, what was this? The Morai
Masai forward observer hunter
opened the door for me because he's so kind. And that is where we stand right now. End of turn 1 PanO.
Yoink. All right, so turn 2 for the Nomads was, well, pretty quick and pretty ugly. We started off, we had the mobile Brigada right here, and he had to clear up the kill zone that we had. That's a Fusilier that had an HMG, so we popped out and, well, we eliminated her.
All kinds of failed saves. No! All right.
Then we moved up a little bit, and the Bulletier was also making life unpleasant. We incapacitated that with the Brigada.
It's dead, Jim.
He's dead, Jim. He's dead, Jim. Speaking of he's dead, Jim, my paramedic bopped over and attempted to medikit the Granger, which would have been all kinds of groovy had he been able to pop up on the table. As you can see by the lonely little Alguacila,
He needs to go back to med school, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He did not react well to medicine.
So, we've got some action on this side of the board. We move that Brigada up into a spot. He's making life to where they have to account for him there. There could be a move onto that. But for the most part, everything on this side of the table is unconscious. And my reliable healing ability is, well, not reliable. Well, the reliable is dead. Unconscious, not dead. So pretty much everything over here is whiffed. We're going to have to concentrate on this side of the board and try to just make life vaguely unpleasant. So, on to turn 2. PanO.
All right, PanO, turn 2. This was a brutally effective turn, to say it lightly. All right, we start off with a, what's it called? Sorry, we're new to the game, so
Where?
Some things we forget the wording.
Point to where, and I'll tell you the what.
The combined order.
Combined order, yes.
Is it called a combined order? Hey Wes, is it called a combined order? Feeling stupid. Coordinated order. Coordinated order. Now we don't feel so stupid. Look at that. Learning things all the time. All right, so coordinated order. Because that mobile Regatta came out, I had to find a way to just manage him. So, first thing I did, my hacker was able to get him in a mobilization state 1, but I needed him to be a little bit worse off. So what we did was we did a coordinated order, and we got my Bolt hacker, who was back over here, my Bolt with a shotgun, and my NIS with an HMG to move on up the field. And in doing so, we accidentally triggered one, but he failed to reset. He was still in a mobilization state 1. And with the next order, we were able to get an EM grenade on him, and we were able to, after 2 EM grenades, put him in a mobilization state 2. And he failed to reset while that was happening, so now he's kind of stuck. We don't want him coming out of a mobilization state, so we gave an order and got the Fusilier here to peek around, and he was lucky enough to score a wound against the Tomcat. We put him down for a while. He's unconscious right now. And we decided it was time to take advantage of our classified objectives. So we data scanned with the Fusilier right here, and it took a command token, but we got him. And then we decided to have the Father Knight roll on out and coup de grace that poor bastard laying on the ground, because now he's dead. That is, I believe, where we stopped. Nope. There was one more casualty here, as the Pathfinder came around the corner a little bit further and combi rifled a poor Alguacil, as we didn't see him coming from behind. And I believe that is where we stand. End of PanO, turn 2.
Ouch. Okay, so turn 3 is looking pretty ugly. It's pretty much just damage mitigation to see what kind of points we can score for the faction here, and there's some we can do, but not a lot. Let's see how it goes. Nomads, turn 3. There was very little we could do. Our pretty much hopes were to be able to get my interventor into position where I could data scan to at least get a hidden objective point, but to get into position to do that, she popped out, she sent her fast panda going, and she ended up taking a shot in the process. So that took a wound. That left her incapacitated. The only thing we had left then to do, since she was our lieutenant and that caused loss of lieutenant, was to try to get the hunter at least into the command area. And we were able to make it right there to the door. And then we got shot. So I am actually tabled. It's just a matter of him positioning what he wants and needs to score. It's going to be a quick turn.
All right, on to PanO, turn 3, and the end of the game in just a second.
All right.
PanOceania, turn 3. This was the quickest turn of the game, as we predicted. We kind of spite-killed the Mobile Brigada. It didn't deserve to die, but it had a missile launcher, so screw that, it's dead. I revealed my infiltrator next to the last console. I found out as I did that I only needed to hold the majority of the consoles, so I'm feeling kind of silly there. I got the console, and now the infiltrator is dead, but, you know, moral victories are what matter here. Where we left off, we had the Father Knight move back into the console room. He is in there now, so he's got, you know, he's holding it. From there, we just removed all the wounded models from the table so you could get a good look at what's left. Not much on the Nomad side.
We have an Alguacilla.
We have an Alguacilla, and she totally decked a spec sergeant in the back, which is, I mean, that's honorable. I mean, you know, Nomads, whatever. But that's how the battle looks, so...
Let's see. You ended up with 2 points for your both
my classified
objectives. You got 2 points for having more consoles. And is it 3 points for the center room?
I believe it is 3 points for the center room. Where's it at? Yes. So have the same amount of connected consoles as the adversary at the end of the game, only if the player has connected at least one console. So that's 2 points.
No, I don't have any connected consoles.
No, I meant for me.
Okay, yeah.
So have more connected consoles than the adversary, so 5 points for me. Secure the control room, 3 more points, so that's 8. And then those 2, so that's 10 objective points, I believe.
And I scanned data, so I got 1 objective point.
No, you set off that bomb, right?
No, that's right. I didn't scan data. I sabotaged. I had the data scan.
The wall. All right. Well, this is W English with a victory for PanO.
Or Wanglish, as we say down here.
That's just spiteful. Come on.
Yes, it is.
That's just
had it coming.
He'll have his vengeance. There will always be a day when I don't roll any crits and he rolls all of them. But this was not that day.
This was not that day. So,
see you all on the battlefield. And Joker and W English out.
Yep.